My name is Sophie. I'm 27. 3 years ago, I moved into a tiny studio in the heart of New York City. It smelled faintly of bleach and old pizza from the previous tenant, but it was mine, or at least I thought it was. At 7:45 a.m., my phone buzzed. It was my mother. "Honey, we need you for something, emergency. Can you wire money?" I froze mid-sip of lukewarm coffee. The apartment around me was bare except for a bed, a small table, and boxes I hadn't unpacked yet. I had just started building my life, new job, new routines, my own stability. But the text wasn't about me. It was always about them. They had always needed me. 2 weeks before that morning, subtle signs had been building like cracks in the pavement. My father called about a tax payment that my mother had forgotten. My mother sent screenshots of overdue rent for her vacation apartment in Miami. My younger brother, Liam, was facing a car repair, $1,200. They all expected me to quietly fix things. I had done it before, too many times. At first, it was small. A gift card, a transfer here and there. Then, over the years, it had grown into full-blown financial responsibility for their mistakes. Rent, credit cards, bills I didn't even know existed. I kept everything logged in a folder I titled Family Obligations Sophie. Screenshots, bank statements, receipts, everything. And now, I realized, they were trying to turn my life upside down again. The previous night, I had pored over my files, highlighting totals until my eyes burned. Every transaction became a thread, weaving a web I was finally willing to cut. I made a decision. This time, I wouldn't be invisible. This time, I would show them the truth. I arrived at my parents' apartment in Miami later that morning. The air was thick with humidity and the scent of sea and salt. I carried a folder, a laptop, and a heart pounding with adrenaline and fear. "Soph," my mother's voice rang from the doorway. She looked frantic, her mascara streaked down her cheeks. "I don't know what we'd do without you." I smiled tightly. "Let's sit." The dining table, large and polished, gleamed like an accusation. My father sat at the head, scrolling his phone. Liam flopped in a chair, pretending not to listen as usual. I opened my laptop and brought up Family Obligations, Sophie. I started scrolling slowly, deliberately. Mortgage payments, apartment rent, car repairs, taxes, utilities, vacation deposits. Every number had a date, every date had a reason, every reason had a message attached. "This is everything," I said. "Every transfer I made over the last 3 years, every just this once." My mother's face went pale. She reached instinctively for my laptop. "Sophie, don't." I stopped her hand. "No, you need to see it. Every time you asked for help, I provided it. Every emergency, every bill, every credit card top-up, it's all here." Liam leaned forward. "Sophie, how much?" I exhaled slowly. "Over $72,000 in 3 years. And that's just what I logged. There may be more. I've been invisible while you lived comfortably." My father's phone slipped from his hand. He leaned forward, eyes wide, jaw tight. This can't be." "I didn't lie," I said. "I didn't exaggerate. This is reality, and it ends today." I clicked through my notes. March 2021, vacation deposit, $2,500. June 2021, car repair, $1,200. October 2021, credit card top-up, $3,000. January 2022, rent for your Miami apartment, $1,800. Each number a chain that had bound me to them, a tether I was finally severing. My mother's hands trembled. "Sophie, you're being unfair." "No, I'm being clear," I replied. "I'm done funding your emergencies. I'm done being the safety net. From this moment forward, you handle your responsibilities. I handle mine." I pulled out another folder. Letters to my bank, notices, cancellation forms. Every automatic transfer stopped. Every joint account closed. The apartment deposit they thought they owned because of my name, canceled and returned to me. The room fell silent. Liam's jaw dropped. My father rubbed his temples. My mother, usually so quick with manipulation, was stunned into speechlessness. "Emily, I mean Sophie," she whispered, voice trembling. "But the kids, the vacation." "You mean your vacation," I said. And your bills, not mine. I am not responsible for your choices anymore. I pulled up one final screen. The mortgage statement showing my name as co-borrower, the apartment lease, receipts for every payment. Every time you leaned on me, I paid. Every time you pretended it was temporary, I kept the truth. Now you face reality. My mother's lips quivered. You're cruel. No, I said, I'm free. The fallout began immediately. They argued, shouted, pleaded, but I stayed calm. I had documents, dates, proof. No yelling, no threats, no begging, only facts. 3 days later, I moved into a slightly larger apartment, a place that was fully mine. No co-borrowers, no hidden responsibilities, no emotional blackmail. I watched my savings grow for the first time. I signed a lease, bought furniture slowly, and filled my kitchen with groceries that were only mine. They tried to reach me repeatedly, but I had boundaries. Emails went unanswered. Calls went to voicemail. They realized I was no longer their invisible accountant, no longer their emergency fund. Months passed. They adjusted. They learned the hard way what it meant to manage their lives without me. And I built a life free from obligation, free from fear, free from invisible chains. By the next birthday, I celebrated with friends in my new apartment. Candles flickered on a small cake. Laughter filled the room. My phone remained silent from them. No guilt-tripping texts, no subtle reminders of duty. Just me, surrounded by people who valued me for who I was, not what I could give. And that's when I understood the truth. Family is not measured in how much you sacrifice. It's measured in respect, honesty, and boundaries. If people love you, they don't tie your future to their problems. If they use you, no matter how soft the ask, it's not love, it's leverage. Takeaway: you can love your family and still enforce boundaries. You can stop bleeding for free and still be compassionate. Sometimes, the quietest victories are the ones that save your soul.